What the hell? What is going on in the neighborhood today? Party people. Party people. Get that turned off. There's 8 lurkers. We got 8 lurkers in the chat. 7 lurkers in the chat. Bet I know who those are. Larry Borgstrom, number 1. A. Murray, number 2. Where's this thing? There we go. Finally popping up. We got Quick Wrench. We got Tim Windsor. We got Turtle Poop. We got Dano's Toolbox. We got Alan Kaufman. What's up, my dudes? Sorry, Corey Bremer. How you doing, buddy boy? Get some people in here. Party people! What's up? What's up, everybody? I was out doing some donuts on my way home, so that's what took me a little longer. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Dudes with wrenches, what's going on? Peter Savensky, how you doing? Llama Llama, what's up? Long time no see, Llama Llama. King of Chuck, wow. King of Chuck, long time no see. Holy smokes. Called me. Yeah, I was driving home too, Quick Wrench. I hear you, buddy. I was a little late. Tool demos. Raging Cajun. See who else we got. Did I miss anybody? Corey Bremer. King of Chuck. Good to see you, King of Chuck. Long time no see, buddy. Richard Morrison, what's up? Chris Chambers, how you doing? Doc Holliday's Garage. Rory, you did a name change on me. Slipped it in there. Doc Holliday. I'll be your Huckleberry. I'll be your Huckleberry. I'll be your Huckleberry. I'm going to order that Lyle Flare tool. By God, you won't be disappointed with it. 32 people in the chat. Get them thumbs up a going. Get them likes a going. I apologize if I seem like I'm a little light in the tooth. Bunch of people have been knocking off that Lyle Flare tool to Turtle Poop. Don't be surprised if you see it. Lyle's been I should do a video about this, but Lyle's got man, they're just ripping Lyle off like crazy. I'll tell you what, that's a good topic for tonight is the man, this Amazon. How many of you guys, I had a couple people message me and they're like, "Hey CP, what gives on the IPS pliers? You said they were $26 and now they're 40. Freaking Scamazon. What a joke. They drove the price up to 40 freaking dollars. You got to watch them suckers, I'll tell you. And then they've been scamming the Lyle tools lately. Man, I'll tell you what. No wonder why I never liked them. Dr. Green Thumb, what's up? That reminds me of a song back in the day, Cypress Hill. Dr. Green Thumb. Paging Dr. Green Thumb. What's up, Bubba? How you doing, Bubba? Amazon said they're laying off 10,000 employees this month. Yeah, dude, they are a fluctuating company. I'll tell you what, they are not scared. There's no doubt about it. They will cut your throat. They will straight cut your throat. It has been an absolutely just stupid busy week, guys. I don't know what you guys had going on, but we had snow come, which wasn't a big deal, but it kind of just balled up the works. I just can't even. Doing okay, I think. A lot of people out a paycheck. Oh, yeah, right before Christmas or right after Christmas, probably. They're preparing. Amazon's preparing for stuff. So, if Amazon's cutting jobs, there's a reason why. I bought a 3-piece hose pliers from JD Tico, $58. Amazon wants close to 9. Oh yeah, yes. You better. You always got to check their prices beforehand. Always. How you doing, Nick? Are you doing better yet, buddy? Damn, you're still sick. That sucks. I've avoided getting really sick. I don't feel so great tonight, but it is what it is. Chuck Miller, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Chuck Miller. I just been trying to keep warm. I got a new shop heater I got to put in this week. Diesel heater. I got a ton of shit to do. What really made me laugh is supposedly Walmart is going to shut down at $300 billion profit per year. Oh, wow. Huh. That's interesting. Have you seen the sign I made on Instagram? No, Dan, I'll have to check that out. It does. The crud has got me hard. Small improvement today, but it's razor thin. Wow. Nick, the best wishes for you, buddy. I hope you get to feeling better. I really hope you get to feeling better. Me and the wife have been sick this week. Good Lord. That's never good to hear people getting sick. I'll tell you what, man, all you people that are getting sick, I hope you get better. I really do. I'm pretty fortunate. I've been holding it together. But I've also changed a lot of things in my life in order to do so, too. So I heard that flu's been going around, Rory. Hit our shop like a 9-pound hammer. Well, good thing it wasn't a 10-pound hammer. What's up, Smothered Chrome? How you doing, buddy? Are you all ready for Christmas? I think there possibly might not be a stream next week. I will see how I feel closer. I got some stuff going on. So I'm gonna put that out there right now. The Kung Flu. Yeah. What's up, Shannon Dickerson? How's it going? Yeah, I possibly might not do a stream next week. What is that? My niece's birthday is tomorrow, which she already had a birthday party last week. So I was doing that. But now her actual birthday is tomorrow, so we're gonna do another birthday party. She gets 2 birthday parties. She's not spoiled at all. Yeah, so next week will be the 23rd, and then Christmas Eve, and then Christmas is on a Sunday, obviously. But I don't know if I'm going to do a stream or not on that Friday. I just kind of want to. I gotta go to a Christmas that night, and I don't know if I want to try to rush and leave that Christmas and come and do a stream. So 4 years old, Turtle Poop. They're growing fast, I'll tell you. 4 years old. Unbelievable. She is a sweet little devil. I'll tell you that much. She is an awesome person. I'll tell you what, the one thing I can always respect about kids is that their view on life is so pure. And I just absolutely, kids just don't know how good they got it. I'll tell you. I'm not in the Christmas spirit this year. It seems like any other year. I'm sorry to hear that, Larry. I can see where people are feeling that way. 2022 was supposed to be a bounce back year. And I can concur with that. I can see where a lot of people have been disappointed after COVID and thinking that things were going to come back and life was going to get better, and it's quite simply it hasn't. It really hasn't. So I do hate that, but it is what it is. I guess we don't have a choice, do we? We kind of have to take it as it comes. Enjoy Christmas. Yeah, absolutely. They grow fast. My niece is 21 now. Wow. Well, CP, if you don't, let me know. Yeah, I'll let you know, Raging. Big CP, what's up, brother? Nepros ratchet or Snap-on? What's your thoughts? David, if I was going to have a ratchet, I would get a Snap-on. I'm not really a fan. So the Nepros ratchet is really a great ratchet. It's really hard to explain this sometimes to people. It is a fantastic ratchet. It's got a titanium anvil. It's really well built. It's super well machined. It's well balanced. It's a fantastic ratchet. They went out of their way above and beyond to build one of the best ratchets in the industry. But to me, I just don't like it for working on cars. Now, I will say the back drag is better on a Nepros than it is on a Snap-on. So, does that play a factor? Yeah, that does play a little bit of a factor. So, in my opinion, I honestly prefer a Koken over a Snap-on and a Nepros, to be honest with you. I really like the Kokens. So, should have grabbed your earbuds for this. I'm still working. Oh, no. Well, you keep hammering out, Rory. At least you're not one of the 7 million people that isn't working, according to Mike Rowe. What's up, Living Country? Good to see you tonight. Year's almost up. What's your big goals for next year? Work, the channel, personal goals? Living Country, so my goals for next year are to improve my shop, improve more time in my shop. And I might actually be revamping my personal shop here so that I can work more out of it more diligently. I just bought 700 square feet of insulation, and I'm thinking about pulling out everything out of my garage if I get a nice day, which is dumb to do during the wintertime, but I'm thinking about doing a revamp and putting insulation in my garage here. Oh, look at this. We got a guest. Steve Marino.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday.
Let me, I got to mess with my audio. I've got headphones going on here.
Right on. Well, I'm going to finish talking about my goals for next year, and then I'm going to ask you the same question because that sounds like a really good topic. But yeah, my goals for next year are to improve my shop time. Also, step up my diagnostic game, which Steve Reno knows all about that. We've been heavily discussing diagnostics because it is a very, 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 very much needed thing. I really don't understand, to be honest with you, how the industry has always focused on hand tools and whatnot. Scan tools are the bread and butter of the industry. They really are. And people have to focus more on them. Like, I don't understand why the content doesn't. People are afraid of them. I think that's the biggest thing. People are afraid of scan tools, but diagnostics are the bread and butter of the future of auto repair. And I think that's why a lot of technicians have left, which I'm thinking about doing a video about the technician, about why the industry is failing. And that's because there's just not enough information or training available for everybody, and it's too overwhelming. It needs to be simplified a little bit. So, yeah, my
there's a
goal.
lot going on. And scan tools, they used to be super expensive, man, like thousands of dollars. How much is that launch that you just got? Just $400 or $500, something like that?
Well, the Pad 3 is 1,100, and then the 919 is 500. But they're totally capable of scan tools of you to get things done on cars. You know, absolutely. Do resets and get you done with baseline stuff. But yeah, what's your goals for next year, Steve?
My goals for next year, as far as diagnostics go?
Well, no, just your goals for your channel, your personal life. Here's the question, Living Country you got here. This is a great question. Good to see you tonight. What's your personal goals for next year? My personal goals also is to lose weight. Keep on working on losing weight.
Yeah, you've been doing that, right?
Yeah, I'm hell bent on doing that. I've been at 2 personal training sessions now, so and it's even tougher in the wintertime. Worst time to start doing this is in the wintertime. So
yeah, because you're kind of stuck, right? You don't want to be out there running miles out in the snow or whatever. So you got to do what you got to do. But you have a personal trainer now, is that what you said?
Yeah, yep. I have a personal trainer that's helping me lose weight, doing the light weight loss thing. So yeah, that's my personal goals. What about you, my friend? What's your personal goals?
All right. So you know that most people know that we just moved to Florida, got here in September. So we've signed a 1-year lease on the house that we're in right now. And so the next year's goal, hopefully, is going to be buying a house. And on top of that, I'm hoping that that house is going to have a shop connected to it, or like in the backyard, or something like what we had previously. You've seen it on the channel, the shop that we had in Washington. I want to do something like that again, get that thing going, get a customer base going. I didn't do that in Washington. I had a lot to do with COVID and all that kind of nonsense. But now that we're in the land of freedom, you can smell the freedom in Florida. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well.
And so I think it's a great place to start off,
Yeah, unless you're Garrett Mitchell. I heard he's been fighting some battles, but yeah, that we won't get into that right now. But Cletus has had some troubling deals, I see. But yeah, that's
that he's got a court date, or not a court date, but like a hearing with the city council, I think, on Thursday. Is that right?
They lost a hearing on it, but they're fighting a giant. SMR industry, or SMR Investors, is a ginormous conglomerate that just swallows businesses, land, all sorts of stuff up. I was looking into them and I was like, Jesus, these guys are dream enders. Is what they're American dealers, is what they are. So
yeah, they've got the funds and the attorneys and everything to make that happen. That sucks, man. He's got such a cool thing going on down there, and might not last.
There was some light at the end of the tunnel. I heard him say that the developer was talking about building a racers village in the development, which would be ideal. And you know what I said I made a comment. I don't usually comment on it, but I was like, why don't you promote the houses for sale to your subscribers? Surely there's 20 or 30 people that would love to move down and live next to the Freedom Factory and buy those houses and live there. So the best way to beat somebody is to play their same game, and get the people to come down there and buy the houses there, and then get it grandfathered in to where nobody's complaining and everybody's loving it, and perfect life and harmony, but there's a lot.
Yeah, imagine that, just a car lover's neighborhood. Everyone's got hot rods and race cars and everything going on down there. That would be a tourist attraction, man. How many people would want to come down there just to check that out?
Well, dude, think about it this way. What if you had an opportunity to buy a house down there with a shop next to his to that right there? Would that
encourage
you to move to that area? and say, you know what?
Yeah, that's Bradenton, I think, is where he's at, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice area, but you know, yeah, lots of stuff going on. Corey, what's up, big dog? Sorry, I got way behind in the chat here, guys. I know I'm way behind. Snap-on, Koken versus Nipros. I said Koken 100%. I'm not gonna even. I do not. Man, it's such a. I hate answering questions like that because Koken is just. It's a working man's ratchet. Like I said, somebody was like, "Well, it doesn't look like working man's ratchet." I heard somebody in the comments when I did that. I'm like, dude, you just have to understand. For the money and the back drag is such a huge thing for me. You know what I mean? Like, how many times have you going to start a nut or taken one off and it won't come off because the back drag is too heavy, even on a snap-on ratchet?
Oh, yeah, that happens to me all the time. Yeah, it won't click. It just moves in reverse.
Nut girt swivels are awesome. All tools break, wear out, easier to warranty. Snap-on, Depots or Koken. You can get. I've been able to get warranty stuff for Koken. You can get parts. They're pretty good about getting parts out at least. What's up, Idle Time? I just got a new '98 Chevy Blazer LS 4-door. Hell yeah. That's like the years that I started working on. Same with everything, dummy. Oh, yeah.
You know what'd be a cool experiment, and maybe I'll do this, is take some Snap-on ratchets, measure the back drag on them, and then take them apart and grease that gear, put it back in there and see if that changes anything. Maybe use oil or grease or something like that and just see what's better.
Super lube. I've taken them apart and put super lube in. Well, I've put oil and super lube, I guess. I really haven't. But the thing about it is a good worn out ratchet that's where you can tell the difference. When you get a ratchet broke in, that's why, that's once again goes back to warranty and tools. Like, okay, the warranty's there, but I don't necessarily want to use it. That ratchet's broke in, and I hate it. Ratchet breaks because now you're getting new paws, all that stuff in there, and yeah. I feel like I'm decent in basic diagnosis, but I struggle with intermittent faults. How do you deal with intermittent problems? The same way I deal with anything. Keep it simple, stupid. Start from the basics, and you just have to keep. It's repetition. It is a fickle process. You're never going to win. Diagnosing broken wires or intermittent problems in general are just. That's part of the deal. Worst part is charging the customer, honestly, because if you feel like you're overcharging the customer if you miss something and you didn't catch the problem right away. And now you're in a pickle because you're like, man, I got 2 hours into this, but I could have diagnosed it at probably 30 to 45 minutes sooner had I caught this beforehand. But at the end of the day, honestly, your time is your time. So, and let me tell you something. Car prices aren't going down. So if you're not going to charge the people for it, and quite frankly, the way I feel about it is I feel that most of the people aren't going to be able to diagnose it anyways. I've seen too many people fail on intermittent faults. So whatever I charge, I don't feel guilty about anymore because it's my time and my experience.
Yeah, if you slay that dragon, you're the hero. It might cost a little bit extra, but now it's fixed.
I mean, I've fought them for 8 hours before. That's just the nature of the beast.
My latest one, you've seen some people have seen the Lexus that I've got. It's my new project car. And my latest video, I just fixed the window regulator, kind of fell apart. But the intermittent problem that I had on it was you turn the key and the rear driver's side window, the one that broke eventually, went down almost every time. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do a video on this. So set up the camera, put it all in the car, do everything, turn the key, nothing. Turn the key, nothing. Did it like 10 times. It wouldn't fail on camera. I'm like, are you serious? It's terrible. So I might just have to repair that one without showing the people what's going on. It's going to need a new driver's window switch, like the whole module right there.
Yeah, that's Toyota's got that big. They've got the big chipboard in there on some of them, don't they? On their
and none of the windows will work like if you use the back window switch, it won't work unless the
Front
main
one.
driver one is working. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure why they do that. Aqua aerobics is what I'm doing, and it definitely drains you. I'm not even kidding you. I have I do it 2 in a swimming pool and a hot tub, giant hot tub. Everybody's like, how do you get a hot tub, CP? No, it's a big hot tub. It's like most people's backyard pools. That's the hot tub that I'm doing it in. So
they've got those pools that have like the water constantly coming at you, and you just like swim laps as long as you're willing to go, and you're staying in place, but it's like you're swimming laps.
They got one of those there too. It's a rehab deal, but they only use it for rehab stuff. So if you've got like they use it for medical rehab, like, you know, knees and stuff like that for a lot of athletes and stuff like that. What's up, Tony Couture? I want to get my hands on a knee pros ratchet on a day. Yeah. Yeah, JD Tico's got the killer deals on them. Knee pros ratchet.
Yeah,
okay.
he just started selling those.
Yep. Just working on Nugo, brother. Working on Nugo coffee, brother. I don't know what that means. It says it's got 2 coffee mugs.
Probably a mug of coffee.
Muggo. Oh, a muggo. Muggo coffee. Gotcha.
Mug of coffee.
Mid-Atlantic, what's up? How you doing? Quick wrench. I definitely like my snap-ons. Hey, nothing wrong with having. What's up, JD Tico?
Nick's in the house.
I got a video coming out from him. I think I'm gonna punch that one out tomorrow. Andrew, yellow. Oh, yellow. Chuck Miller, be upfront with the intermittent issues. Let the customers know if you can. Oh yeah, absolutely. Broke at the moment and they still need to pay something. Yeah, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Completely agree with that. Nikki. Hello, JD Co. Disgruntled veteran. All righty. Well, Nikki. What up, Nick? I know most shops around here look at intermittent for 20 minutes and punt it if they can't. You know what? That's funny, Nunzio. That is actually what I see most of the time. They'll take a look at it and they put it on the scanner. And if it doesn't look like something they know what's going on, they just go, sorry, we can't fix it. That is a very common thing to happen. So, yep. Turtle poop kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Slap sounds. What's up, Luke?
I think a lot of shops will do that because they don't have a way to charge for diagnostics. Like a lot of them will just have a 1 hour flat, or some are doing it for free if they do the repair. So it's like if you've got an 8-hour diagnostic nightmare in there, they don't know how to charge for it, or it's just not possible for that shop.
Well, you know, my thing is never give up. I don't want to give up on something. So I guess I'm not a quitter. And that can hurt you sometimes too. You know what I mean? Like, so if you can't find a problem and you'll end up putting yourself into a corner where you have to fix it now. That's the thing is where I see a lot of guys is they don't want to do that. There's also shops that I don't like what they do when you're talking about that hour diagnostics. They'll charge a customer for an hour diagnostics and then say they can't fix it just so they can get the money out of them. And that just absolutely blows. You know,
I've seen a lot of shops, like dealerships will do this. They'll charge their hour, and all they really did was scan it for codes. They'll print you a pre-scan, you know, and that's it. And that's all you get for your $120 or whatever.
Yep, I had a Kia dealership do that. I took in a Kia van that had security issues, and I didn't have my computer wouldn't do anything with it. It was an older Kia, I take it in, and instead of them saying they don't have the equipment to do it, they take a look at it and still charge me the hour, and then tell me they don't. I was like, yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Mm-hmm.
Shopcat, what's up, Shopcat? The big bad saw man right there, double bucking up on. What's up, Chef Shade Tree? How you doing, buddy? You feeling good today? I know he wasn't feeling too good the other day. He had trying to get down to see his dad. Raging Cajun. Yo, Chef. Flat rate or actual hours? Actual hours. A person. Quite the name. There is no flat rate for intermittent diagnostic repairs. It is. I usually charge the actual hours. So that's all there is to it. And if I fix it, I only charge by the hour. So if it goes into an hour and a half, then I charge a half hour. So it'll be 1.5 hours. But if I fix it in 45 minutes, you get charged an hour. I only charge at half hour increments because I have to make money. That's all there is to it. So you only get half hour increments, but it's an hour minimum. You get 1 hour minimum. That's all there. Like, so if I fix it in 15 minutes, you're still paying an hour. That's just the long and short of it. That's how it works. That's how it is. And people cannot like it, and they can, but you know what? You're paying for my experience. So if I bring something in and you say you took it to 3 other shops, you know what the problem is? Loyalty. I'll tell you what, Steve, you might like this. I'll tell you what I've seen more than anything that people have a big problem with. And I know a lot of us are mechanics in here. A lot of us are mechanically inclined. But the biggest problem I see, the number one problem I see with people's cars is shopping. Stop taking your cars to multiple places to get a cheaper price because you are costing yourself money. And that is absolutely the number one thing. When I see a guy's car come in, I've never seen him before, and he's asked me, hey, man, I need help on this. Where'd you go before? Well, I took it to this guy, and then I took it to this guy. Yeah, there's your problem, fella.
Mm-hmm.
Your problem. You know, once you get a bunch of dick beaters on it, you're going to have a whole lot of problems. That's all you're doing. You're setting yourself up for failure.
And you're probably going to have a whole lot of aftermarket parts that were thrown at that thing trying to fix it. And they could have added more problems to the mess.
Yep. I mean, if you're going to a dealership, I don't look at that as being a bad deal. I know dealerships can have their issues, but I trust the dealership most of the time more than I do a lot of independent shops. And I'm not saying that because I hate a lot of independent shops. I just know it's a hit or miss with them. You know, there's not a lot of them that I can honestly say like, hey, I trust these guys to, you know, do that. If they're changing transmission, I can say these guys are great at doing transmission. But if you want them to do diagnostics, I can honestly say, oh, that shop's not very good for diagnostics. If you want them to do an engine swap, this shop's better at doing engine swap. So I don't want to sound like I'm coming off negative towards independent shops. It's a tough thing. There's how many different makes and models of vehicles out there? You know, cannot learn. You cannot know everything. That's all there is to it. You cannot. So, and that's something that people just don't understand.
I just watched a video today from Keith at L1 Diagnostics. Yeah. And he just showed his new shop. So he got a new shop, and then now he's got another new shop. It's awesome. Twice the size, beautiful, really good looking shop. He's got a lot of guys that he's hired, and it's full of brand new tools, brand new toolboxes, scan tools galore, and
training guys, teaching them how to do stuff the right way. And
that's right. Yeah, he requires these guys to really use their noodle and find these problems, and he's growing because of it. You know, he's the guy to go to in Oklahoma because no one else is doing it like he is.
Leadership is key. You're 100% right. Leadership is 100% key. You know what? I keep telling this to a lot of my shops. Guys keep looking for guys that will make them money. And I said, you need to stop looking for guys that'll make their money and look for guys that are hungry to make money. I keep telling people that. I'm like, you and not only that, there's people out there that want to learn. And that's probably the number one thing that I see people do is leave shops, is because they're in a shop environment where nobody's willing to help them out. There's no team. There's no team effort going on. And that's why I guarantee you, because Keith's I feel like he's a very team-oriented type of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's definitely awesome. That's good to hear, man. What did I do?
I was listening to a podcast a few years ago, and it stuck with me. The shop owner of a shop that's really well known in their area for diagnostics said that they'll bring in a car. The first thing they do is check the battery voltage on every single car. It's just what they do, and it eliminates the chasing your tail kind of a thing.
Yep.
But then they'll have a tech on that car, say for maybe 20 minutes. And if he hasn't really narrowed down the problem, you know, gotten at least close to where he's going to find the issue, they put another tech on it, and they just attack this thing until they get that thing done. And they're super successful with it. And even on really tough diagnostics, they're getting it done in an hour, almost always, and then 2 hours if it's tough. So like they're really good at what they do, but that's kind of the specialty for that shop also.
See, that's exactly what I would like to do is eventually. I don't know if I'll get it done. I feel like I'm getting too old too fast. That's my biggest fear. But that eventually, that's what I'd like to have is like a 3 or 4 bay shop, and that's what we do is specialize in fixing diagnostic issues that nobody else, and to have a team effort like that where you can have, like, I would feel really good working side by side with you because I feel like we definitely have the same kind of mentality as getting a job done, and we're not really we're looking to accomplish a goal to accomplish an achievement and finish a project, and that's what you got to have is that type of mentality, and it's really good to see people that are focused and driven for that because it helps out a ton when you're wanting to get stuff done. It just really makes a big difference. And now if you got people, there's always assholes. I know that you're always going to have assholes, but there's still guys that are assholes that could be trained to do better. I see it in people all the time, man. I go into some of these shops and they're just excited to see me come there because I'm willing to help team up with them, and that's what I'm there to do is to team up with them, help them. Sometimes there's guys I walk into shops and people think that maybe I'm trying to come off as some kind of diagnostic guru, but the reality of it is my problem solving skills and my common sense is just all I use. I'm not smart. Okay. A lot of you should know that I'm not smart, but my common sense is what I use the most. And that's, once again, goes back to what Turtle Poop said, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. People overlook things like checking power and grounds. People overlook checking fuses and battery voltage.
Yeah.
So many times. I can honestly say that 50% of my diagnostic wins are because of keeping it simple and stupid. And people just overlook that. I remember having a Ford Focus here last summer, and I went to the shop, and the guy, the head guy was out on vacation, and they called me in, and they had no power to the fuse box. And I said, well, and they couldn't get the DLC to power up, and I said, well, did you check the fuse box? Did you check your power and, all this and that? And they just literally looked at me like, oh, I never thought about doing that. And I know it sounds simple to a lot of people, but it's overwhelming to people who haven't been trained properly, and they need that kind of leadership. So, Chef Shea Trees down in Florida. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you made it down to Florida. That's awesome.
Welcome to Florida.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. It's good to hear you made it down to Florida, man. CP, new person coking. I feel like this is the $1 million question tonight. I'm 100% coking. That's all there is to it. Nipros, and I'm not downgrading Nipros. Once again, I can't say this enough. I'm not downgrading Nipros and saying that it's a worse ratchet than Nipros. Nipros is the top level. Okay, Nipros is the Ferrari of ratchets. Okay, it has got a titanium anvil. It is a very well machined tool. The handle and the way that the tool is balanced and the machining, the quality is top notch, bar none top notch. But I do not like the feel of the handle when I'm using it. And to me, it's it's toolbox jewelry. That's all there's to it. I just don't like it for everyday use. I'd rather use a Snap-on or Koken or my Mac still.
Does that smooth handle feel like it's going to be sliding out of your hand if your hands are oily or something like that?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't like that smooth handle if you're just using it on dry stuff, it's great. It will work great for anything that you're using, which, granted, how many times are we really using the ratchet anymore? Because I'm using my cordless ratchet. That's my main sword. Okay, that's the Excalibur for me, is my cordless ratchet. So a Nipros to take out some spark plugs, sure, why not? But if you're down doing oil changes with a Nipros ratchet, I'm not really, what does it do good? It looks pretty and it works. It functions amazing, but it's that handle. It seems like it wants to be slippery. I just need more grip to it. So,
gotta do one of those plastic dip treatments on that thing.
Oh boy, you want to see
that would get some people screaming.
Oh yeah, I would literally blow them all the way up. My town and country was making a terrible howl from the back, and the dealer tech put it on the hoist. Tried to diag it. Charged me for an hour to say it was my winter tires and power steering flush. Wow.
Not a wheel bearing.
Yeah, not a wheel, but well, sounds like he didn't do a good job. All good, Chef. Any experience? I have no idea who that is. Never even heard of them. I look at back at the keys. Got it home later. Rotor was blue from heat.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he had a dragging brake.
Mm-hmm.
When people have taken it to the other shops, it's because they went there. They went to the 3 cheapest. Yeah. That's what I see a lot of times is people are always trying to do it. They usually when they end up, whenever I feel like when people have called me, it's because they've exhausted all their resources and they're giving up and they're basically conceding to the fact that, because I'm not going to cut them any deals. And I know people think like, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm heartless. Don't get me wrong, but the reality of it is you're going to pay me $125, and if you don't like it, too bad. That's all there is to it. I'm not. You know what? Here's the thing: is what blows my mind about mechanic stuff, and I can't understand this. If you go to the hospital and they charge you $100 to walk in the doctor's office, and they tell you, "Oh, you're sick," and you walk out, do you ask them for a discount? You ask them for
Nope.
If you go into Walmart and you buy yourself a new pair of pants and you don't like the price of the pants, do you ask them for a discount? No. Certain things, people pay money for stuff and they don't get discounts. And yet, for some reason, mechanics are inherently badgered about giving cheaper deals because nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to pay to get their car fixed. I've never heard anybody that's really been excited about getting their car fixed. Like, oh, hey, I'm going to take my car in and put $1,500 into it. I'm so excited. Well, that's performance mods.
The mods they'll do, like tires and wheels, stuff like that. They'll spend all sorts of money on it, but ask them to put a decent oil or an oil filter on it. I don't want to spend all that kind of money.
Yep, there you go. Find a tech, stick with them, and that's exactly what it is.
You're the mechanic of last resort for these guys, so you'll probably never see them again until they've got another problem that no one can solve.
You'd be surprised. Actually, I've gotten a lot of. I use it as proving ground. Is basically what I do. Is when I get that opportunity, that's my time to shine. So I say, well, here's the deal, guys. And everybody. Here's the thing: is people think that people don't look at me and they're like, look at this fat guy. There's no way he's going to fix my car. He can't get under the. I've heard it all. Okay, I've heard everything under the sun. Oh, he can't do this. He can't do that. He's too fat. Blah 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 blah. People discredit me all over the place, and I am totally. I use that to my advantage because I love being the underdog. Because that's my. What do they call that? That's my advantage. That's really that's what I play on that. I am the underdog for a reason. And I love being the underdog because people underestimate me all the freaking time. And I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. I love it when people say, oh, he can't do this. He can't. Okay, that's fine. Prove me that I can't. That's all I got to say is prove it to me that I haven't or I can't. And they never do. It's always a here's he said, she said deal. Have you ever worked? No. I'm staying away from those. I can only handle so much. I've gotten away from German stuff too. What was that guy's YouTube?
L1 Automotive Diagnostics.
Oh, yeah, Keith DeFazio. Awesome guy.
Keith, not DeFazio. Now I can't think of his name.
Sorry.
The other Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
Perkins.
Perkins, yes. Keith Perkins, sorry. You're right. I apologize. Keith DeFazio's in New York.
Keith DeFazio, he was New York, and then he moved, I think, to South Carolina. He's working for a technical support company, so he'll do like diagnostics by remote.
I talked to him on the phone. I forgot about that. I've talked to him on the phone before. He works for AutoLogic. I was blown away. I did a with that Matco scan tool that I got, that pass-through assistant. I had a reprogram, and I was talking, and he's like, "Hello, this is Keith." And I was like, "Your voice sounds familiar. Are you on YouTube?" He goes, "You might know me. I'm Keith DeFazio." He's got a job doing that, and he does Toyota stuff, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's
he's amazing. He's got a really good head on his shoulders.
Amazing to talk to. Super helpful. You know, it's really good because he's really good at explaining stuff. What's up, OG Scuba Steve? Yes, tap that like button. No shortage of a-holes. You ain't got that kidding. You ain't kidding that, M. Lizer. Just we'll open up the internet every day. They're all over the place. They're walking around everywhere. Miserable. 44 likes. That's all we got. A guy I work with brags about his heart socket set, but he always asks to borrow my big 3 tools. Yeah, oh yeah. That's Rob 2112 YYZ. What's up, buddy? Travis Ritchie, what's up? Keep up the great work. I appreciate you, Travis. You're always in the comments, buddy. Appreciate all you guys. Hey, I just want to give a shout out quick while we got 90 people here in the chat. Hopefully you guys are slamming that thumbs up. Let's get 100. You know, come on, man. Help a guy out. We got to maintain 100 likes. I let you guys slip for a couple weeks, and I didn't ask you for it, but I want to say thank you once again. I appreciate you guys always. You guys have been great subscribers, and you know, hopefully you're going over and watching Steve's channel too. Every Monday he puts out a video, and you know, commenting on his stuff. You're gonna learn a lot of stuff. Steve does a lot of really good, interesting, and he does killer shorts, by the way. What did you get, like 10 million views on shorts last year?
Last year, 10 million, something like that.
Yeah, 10 million views on shorts. But yeah, he does great. He's really good about doing his shorts and getting the information out quick. So if you like watching shorts, Steve gives you a really awesome short. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys, especially you guys that come in here to the chats every week. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all of the channel members. Rob, Larry, everybody that I missed in here. Larry, let me go through here real quick. All of the channel members, Raging Cajun. Let me give shout outs to those guys real quick. Quick Wrench, Larry Borgstrom, Peter Savinsky. We got Andrew, we got Rory, which is now Chuck Miller, and Nick Hildebrentel, and Small Town Auto Tech. All the channel members, all the guys you see there with their deals by their name, we appreciate them. And then we got Grimm's Auto Service, fellow Iowan here. But I appreciate you guys a lot coming in. I appreciate all the comments on the videos. And I always appreciate if you have any feedback or stuff that you would like to see. I really do appreciate that. I would really like to see you guys ask for more from me, just to keep. I got so much content coming. But I feel sometimes like I'm just making content. Sometimes I want to make more content for you guys. I really don't care. I'm not really trying to bust into the massive view section as much as I am trying to entertain you guys and help you guys out. So don't ever be afraid to throw something down in the comment box. I had a guy this week. Me and I get a short temper. You guys should know by now I got a little short fuse. Ricardo Garcia was razzing me about the battery pack video, and he's like, "You're dumb, Nocos are awesome, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Dude, what you don't understand is anything below 2 volts, they absolutely suck." And so I'm going to make a video explaining this once again, why I don't like lithium jump packs, these smart packs, because up here in the north, and I actually ran my truck battery completely dead on purpose to do this video. So it's just like, and it's cold as hell, so now I got to go out there in the winter and stand out here, and it's going to be below 9 by next week. So I ain't got a shot in hell of this warming up. So I'm going to do this video in the freezing cold and show this. So but I do appreciate the sentiment though. So
you're going to bring out the jump and carry to show them who's boss.
Well, I'm going to show them how the jump and carry. Those packs, those lithium packs just don't. The smart packs are made because they don't overload the system. Okay, but the reality of it is they're made because people hook them up backwards. on those deep cycles, they don't hurt the system. It's not like you're adding 24 volts to a computer system. It's still 12 volts. They're not really overloading the system, and that's what they try to sell these smart packs on. Computer safe. Okay, so it's below 2 volts, so it won't start it. You know how many times I've been screwed on being able to start a car because I go out and I take that stupid NOCO, and then a battery is down to 2 volts. It's in the wintertime here. Think about it. How long do you think a battery takes to drain to below 2 volts?
Yeah, you leave your headlights on and it's wintertime, probably about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what people don't understand. What's up, Diesel Bros, boss? Shopcats, I hear you. I bought a M12 fuel ratchet. It saves me much more time. And yeah, absolutely. What's up? Jimmy likes to work it. Holy shit, I haven't seen you forever, buddy. Phillips screws in the head of the Nepros uses are terrible. Yeah, because they're JIS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna have a vessel screwdriver for that.
I was waiting. You know what? Kudos for you, Nunzio. You're a smart fella. You caught on to that because I didn't mention that in my video, but I was going to do a teardown and actually talk about that. I was going through my dad's tools here in the garage, and he's got a little Kennedy box. You'd be surprised on what a pro had in a second home box. That's awesome. Hey, Jimmy. The only place I've asked for price difference is at a pawn shop. Not a bad.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Speaking of more channel members, 1, 2, 3 Dom Master. I'm surprised I got a discount on a pick set on my Snap-on today. They were $73, and I said I'd buy them for $50, and he said, "Oh, there you go." Speaking of discounts on Snap-on, this should bring us up to our next topic. Zeus scan tools, not the Zeus Plus, are getting knocked out of the park by Snap-on. So if you guys are thinking about buying, I know right away there's going to be like, I'm not spending that kind of money on a scan tool. Listen, it's too long for us to get into it. But me and Steve had a discussion about this week. So if you're in a shop environment and you have a shop, here's the things I like about the Snap-on scan tool. This actually helps people learn how to diagnose cars. It keeps some stuff very simple. It flags your PIDs that have differences in values. So that's the cool thing about a Snap-on Zeus is that when you pull up a health pulls up, you pull up the health report on a code, it automatically flag the values. So you're not looking around going, well, hey, what should I look through for 30 of these? Well, it flags the ones that have different values. So if you got an O2 sensor and you see your fuel trims are off and all this, well, and they basically lead you, not tell you how to fix a car, but they lead you to diagnosing things better. Obviously, you have to have a little bit of knowledge. So it's not like they're not teaching you how to fix it. But I do know that they are selling Zeus scan tools for around the $6,000 to $7,000 range right now, which they are an older scan tool. I have some reservations about that, but it is an awesome scan tool.
They're real capable. And what we were talking about before is that they take so many pieces of your business and put them all into one tool. And you can be a one-man show like you are, CP, and you can do a health report on a car, put that into your main shop system. You can bill your customer that way. It makes it a lot faster.
For anybody that's doing a business or whatnot. You're 100% right. The shop key for doing your pre and post scans is it just automatically uploads to the cloud. So that way you can share that with your customer. There's a lot of good things with the Snap-on scan tool. The problem is the price difference is a lot, and then the subscription is a lot for the intelligent diagnostics and whatnot. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's a professional level scan tool, and it shows. So, what's up, Jimmy? Jimmy, CP. It's got the angle metric wrench set. Sweet. Now I have 7 Nepros ratchets from the great JD Tico. Look at that. I swear to God, we should have a sponsorship. Where's Nick at? Where's my sponsorship for the channel? We talk about JD Tico more than anything on these live streams. I'm joking, Nick. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to ask for a discount, whether it matters. What is the answer? Hey, Jimmy, man, can I get a hold of you? I'm in Florida. I'd like to meet up with you while I'm down here. Well, there you go. Hey, busy, busy, busy. Yeah, oh yeah, I hear you. Alfred Burnell, CP, woo! Have a great weekend. Keep up. The video's coming, brother. Thank you, Alfred, for stopping by. Thank you, Luke Morrison. Hey, Chef, email me at Jimmy Making Work. But BMW, Audi, VW, the rest Germany's way getting back for us for Oh, look, man, I am way. How far behind am I? Oh, Jesus.
I think you're
a little, not too bad, am I?
I don't think so.
We're going to have to rush through this. Hey, CP, I seen your little video on the Norco GB150. I'm surprised you're not happy with it. Maybe you got a dud. My shop has 2 GB150s, and they're both over 3 years. Dude, I'm telling you, they don't work. Mine doesn't work. You're not wrong. Could be a dud, but I can tell you this much: it does not start a vehicle below 2 volts. Like, I think maybe you said that after I explained that. We use GB150s daily on dead diesel pickups. Mine never starts a dead anything. If it's dead, you're going to see the video. And not only that, it doesn't hold a charge. Never has since I got it. And the other thing is, the GB150s are outdated. Now they're GBX 155s. That's because the GB150, and not only that, the Noco GB150s used to be a 4,000 amp, which I'll show you on mine if you look at that video. And they had to downrate them to 3,000 amp because they were overrated. So Noco has some serious issues with that. They had some serious issues with that. Channel member for life. Well, thank you, Raging Cajun. I appreciate that, brother. My new Friday night entertainment. Thank you, Shannon. What is the other guy's YouTube channel? L1. Oh, Keith Perkins, or Keith DeFazio. I don't remember what his is now.
Keith DeFazio is.
I don't know.
I haven't seen anything from his channel so long. I forget the channel name.
Long time. So, how's Henry doing? Peter, he's doing. That's all I can say. He's doing, buddy. That's all there is to it. Yes, is awesome. Better than Phillips. Much better grip with the right. Absolutely, Luke Morrison. You're not wrong. What's up, famous Slick Rick? How you doing, buddy? Sorry, I got back to you on your email there. I hope you're doing better. Hope everything's going good for you, buddy. It's good hearing from you. I'll shoot you back an email here when I get a chance. Speaking of new content, I personally would like to see some hands-on, like other YouTubers, not necessarily on how to, but some wrenching. I'm actually, I'm not. Someday I might, but as of right now, I'm against doing any videos on repair work, just because simply to offend some people. When so many people try to tell me to do something, I'm rebellious. That's the long and short of it. I like to listen to people whine about it and tell me that I can't do anything. So I'm just waiting for the time so I can just bust out on them and show them. Waiting for them so they can eat their crow. That's all there is to it. Someday you'll get it. Someday, trust me. When it's coming. But as of right now, my channel's doing just fine the way it is. So I like to do the tool stuff because there's a lot of information for tools. And then my whole means to my method here, guys. I understand there's guys that are like they want to judge you based on your. That's what it all boils down to. A lot of people just want to judge you based on your skill. They're like, oh well, let's see what he can do, and then we'll determine. Hey, that's fine. If you don't like it, you can leave. I'm not asking you to stay. That's just the long and short of it is. This is how my content is, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I do plan on doing some repair stuff. But until that day comes where I feel that it's necessary to do it, I just like doing it to piss people off right now. The less I know, it just aggravates them because they can go around and tell people, oh, he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that. Well, I have to make money somehow, and it ain't because I'm good looking. So, and it ain't because of my YouTube. I can tell you that much. So,
you know what I thought was really cool? Earlier this year, you went to the shop and they were doing a frame swap, and you did that live. I thought that was kind of cool. You were hanging out with the chat and you were hanging out with the guys doing the frame swap.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'd like to do more is get. The thing about it is video camera. It's very. What my biggest problem is, and we've talked about this before, Steve. Is video camera and working on cars is not my forte. That's what I realized. First of all, I'm a big guy, so I start breathing heavy. Okay, I don't really care to sit here and make excuses. So if that's what anybody wants to think I'm doing, I don't care. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you. I don't want to sit there and listen to people in the comments run their mouth about me because I'm a big guy. Well, yeah, of course I'm going to breathe heavy. I make noises when I'm moving around. There's a lot of reasons why I don't video on camera when I'm working on stuff, because the amount of editing is going to triple and quadruple for me to keep out the haters and the naysayers and all that stuff, and I don't really have time for them. So the best way to do that is not make those videos, and I can show other things being done, and I will, but it is what it is. We're not going to talk about it anymore, to be honest with you. It's just lost cause. CP, what do you do if you found out that 2 of your dad's pistols were missing out of his room and the holster? You contact your local authorities right now. Call the local police department, and hopefully you got serial numbers for them, because if those are missing, that you guys are actually liable for them. If those are used in any type of murder, or especially in Florida where I know it's shell carry, if those come up in any type of crime, you're actually held liable for them because they were supposed to be secured. If they were taken out of the house, it's not good.
Let me add something to that real quick. If Dad was a NRA member, NRA insures firearms if they're stolen, so he can get just take the police report to them and they will write him a check.
Yeah, there you go. Especially if they had that lifetime membership here back like long time ago, what was it, about 7 years ago? That's how I got into it. $500 for a lifetime membership.
Yeah, super cheap deal.
What's up, Biggie Fitz? How you doing? I like my Gulu 4K. It has boost mode. See, that's the thing is, though, that boost mode, that boost mode is the same on the Noco. It doesn't work for stuff that's below 2 volts. Of course, I don't know about the Gulu because I've never played with it, but I'm going to do a video and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. It's just easier for me to show you than actually explain it to you. That's all there is to it. He's looking for the guy, new shop Steve was talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
New Level Auto. There you go. It's DeFazio. Yeah, you're right. New Level Auto. The Godfather's tools in the house, all blessed. There you go. The number one, Thomas Pirna is the number one customer. Raging, I'm just wondering if somebody stole them like the cops. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. You definitely have to. When you get to Arizona, you come by my gun range. No range Nazis. There you go, Chuck Miller. Dude, trust me. I got other plans. I would like to travel too. I mean, that's another thing. In 2023, going back to my plans, I would actually like to spend a couple weeks and travel. Honestly, I would really like to do that too. So I'd like to go and travel to different shops. I've always threatened I was going to go up and see Grim, and I've never done that. So I got to go to see him first because I've skated on him doing that, but I've been too busy. Just had too many irons in the fire. If you guys knew what I had to do on a daily basis, you would understand. And that's just it. I can't show video on everything because it's not, that's my daily life is hectic. Travel time to shops to work on stuff definitely cripples me, believe it or not. If I could afford it, I would own the Zeus scan tool, probably one of the high end units of the market, and the new Matco launch Maximus. Yeah. Cops or not, they just can't take. Oh yeah, no, you're 100% right. That's why you need to let them know. You can call the station and the house announcement. Yeah. Maybe he was asking about Steve Reed. Oh, tool demos. Oh, maybe he was asking about his tool demos. Sorry, I apologize. What did I miss? Not much. Thanks, CP. I hope your little boy Henry is doing better. I pray for you both all the time. Thank you, Slick Rick. Henry's just he's got his hernia, and I try to minimize it until I can get enough money to get him taken care of, and all the other bills I got. It was an unplanned expense, and trying to find somebody that will do it for less than $10,000. That's long and short of it is. I can't afford to put $10,000 into my dog. I know some of you guys think I'm rich, but I'm still a blue collar guy. So that's all there is to it. He'll make noises when I move around. Hell, I make noise. Yeah, well, some of you will understand, but some of you won't. Working on and not only that, I have also shops that I work in that play music, and all those things are very hard to overcome too for that working on vehicle stuff. So Trust me, I have a plan in place. It's just it's not worth explaining because I like the trolls to keep talking. That's all I like to do. I just want to keep them talking because then I can make them eat their words. That's all I'm looking for. The more they talk, the more the farther they dig themselves into a hole. That's all there is to it. I like that's all I like to do. I like to let people. I like to. I guess some people would say setting a trap, but it's like I like to watch people bury themselves when they've said this and that, and then I prove them wrong. You know, and it's subtle. I don't have to brag about it. I don't have to ask. I don't have to tell people I have a bunch of friends. You know, just doing my thing. That's all I want to do. I want to be left alone as much as anybody does. So enough of that jargon. If you gave everyone $100, the hater would hate, and it's not 101. Yeah. There's a lot of truth to that.
Mhm.
There's a lot of truth to that. A lot of truth to that. That is the world we live in these days, Mid-Atlantic. You are not wrong, buddy. You are 100% right. I understand it's no work. Hey, Ben, listen, I know you guys want to see more, and I know people would like to see more and see my skill and do all that stuff, but trust me, I have some hurdles to overcome to do that. That's why I'm trying to lose weight. I want to be healthy enough that I'm not breathing like an ox when I'm trying to work on something. That's all I'm saying, fellas. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I want to, once I can get back to, fighting weight, you guys will see the pistol come flying through, Pistol Pete. So, I figured out the NOCO has an override button. That override button. Did I explain that, didn't I? That the override button doesn't work several times now. And it woke the battery, but I agree, the GB150. Yeah, it doesn't jump up to 2 volts. What's up, Cummins Tech? How you doing, buddy? My brother Larry Borgstrom, how are you doing? Makes my day hearing from you. Famous Rick Lick. Can you guys just tell that Famous Slick Rick is one of the nicest people on YouTube? Absolutely. The GBX 155 is coming soon. I hope it's better than the G. Yeah. They don't hold the charge. You have a problem with that. So yeah, you got to keep them plugged in. My JMC, I can leave it unplugged for months and it'll have the same amount of battery in it that one did. My favorite jump pack that I have right now is the I got to do the video on this stuff. Winter, I get these jump packs in the summer, and I tell those guys, jump packs are for the winter time.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that I have is not a smart pack, and it's a 6,000 amp jump pack. That thing is another hog leg. So, and then actually the JNC 4 automotive jump pack is a smart pack, but it has an override, but it jumps below 2 volt batteries. That's another thing that people don't understand is that some of these work better than others. We actually found a picture of his guns, and these particular 2 were there you go, dude. So, Chef, you need to get on to calling those guys. What's up, Brailsford? Look at this guy, Eric. Man,
all right.
$20 holler. Thank you, Eric. It was good hanging out with you the other night on your channel. I had fun chatting with you for a bit. Always, you guys don't know, Destroyer on Tuesday nights has the funniest freaking live stream. I don't remember what time is it, Destroyer? 7. It's like I think he's on Arizona time. So right now he's on Central time. Is that how it works? That time zone when it's daylight savings?
Mountain.
They don't have daylight savings. So when we fall back, it is. Here he said 7 p.m. Central time. 7
Central.
Yeah, and he's also doing a charity. What's your charity that you're doing, Destroyer? Shop Cap's usually over there. I know a couple guys that are in here. Brailsford is over there sometimes, but Destroyer is awesome. He's a great guy. He's another nice guy, dude. Another awesome guy on YouTube that I absolutely have. I'm glad I met you, Eric. One of these days, hopefully, I get to watch you race that dart down the track. So,
speaking of Christmas, oh man, go ahead.
There's all sorts of colors coming up here. We got Bucks for Pups from Turtle Poop. He sent me that awesome toolkit with the oil jug. I got that setting up on my shop. One of these days, also, guys, I have tools from Dano and I have old tools. I'm going to have a wall. That's the other thing I want to have in my shop is a wall of these like tools that subscribers have sent to me. And I don't know how it's already massive. It's already going to be massive, but I want to have this like area for that. It's just so cool. The things that I've got. You guys know, Dano's a big Herbrand guy. Larry Borgstrom, $5 holler. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. You are also awesome, man. I really wish you were in town for Christmas. If you're out in the Iowa area during Christmas time, Larry, let me know. I'll take you out for a steak, buddy. On me.
Was Turtle Poop the one that did the axe?
No, that's Steven Letts. Steven Letts did the axe. Yeah, he did. That was another awesome deal done. Yeah, the dude just, I mean, like I've had great people. I've been fortunate to meet so many great people on YouTube. That axe friendship from that Steven Letts done for me, and I sent him up some tools. And I don't know if he done a video on it, but I sent him a bunch of stuff too. I've sent people stuff all over YouTube since I started. I sent Peg from Zip Ties and Bias Flies an entire Mayhew punch set, three that big large air hammer set. You know, I mean, I ain't gonna brag about who I send stuff to because I don't need to. I'm not a bragging type person. That's not who I am. My old man wasn't like that. I'm not like that neither, but I don't want to go into who all I've sent what to, but I've really tried to share out to a lot of people. For clarification, I came late in the stream. My channel and the other guys on the live stream. Oh, that's Steve, Tool Demos. Yes. Somebody throw a link in there for Steve's channel, please.
Yeah, it's not the Steve Areno channel. It's Tool Demos.
Yeah. Steve's like me, though. He doesn't ask for people to come subscribe to him. And I think you'd agree with me. You want people to come watch like you do, like they watch my channel. It's always
if you want to watch the channel, I welcome that, but don't feel like you're obligated to subscribe or do anything like that.
Absolutely. You know, guys, that's the one thing is I don't want to feel like anybody's obligated to watch me. You know, I want people to genuinely like watching me and enjoy the content. That's all I do this for is that. So that's 100% my deal. Cummins Tech is still broken and still broken, bud. Not much change on my end. Well, damn it. The Goodall lithium back is probably the best I've ever used. I've never used a Goodall one. I don't even know if
heard of that.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that one, so I'll have to look that one up. Destroyer Shopcat, look at that. There it is. So Destroyer is doing children's cancer research. Every donation, every super chat this month goes to the Slicks of Hope Children's Cancer Research Fund over on Destroyer channel. This is the second year you've done this, right, Eric? So that's pretty awesome. Destroyer's a huge, I mean, dude, you're just an awesome guy. That's all there is to it. CP, just to let you know, I had set up a GoFund to help me get to. Oh, no kidding. Well, shit, I didn't know you did that, buddy. I wish I'd have known that. So you obviously raised the money to get to Florida, so that's awesome. I'm glad that people helped you out do that, buddy. That's awesome, Chef. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'll have to. I didn't know you did. I watched your video and I didn't see you say anything about link to or doing any GoFundMe. What's up, Leo Journey? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. And also, I drove my Durango down here, flipped 303,000 on the way down. Holy Toledo!
That's amazing for a Durango.
Yeah, that's
really high,
especially for a 5.7 if it's got a view in
it.
Bought my JNC 60 working day. Can't beat it for instant power. Let my coworker use it on my dead 7.3. Cranked her over fast. That's what I find with the JNC. 2 years running. 2 years running. Thanks for the support. Absolutely, Destroyer. I will definitely be sending in or I'll definitely be donating for your Slicks of Hope again this year. I think I did last year too. I don't remember. I think last year, didn't you have a deal where you set it up where it was getting donated to them in your name? I feel like I donated. Was that another one you did? It might have been another charity. I got to get some editing done before I fall asleep, dude. Jimmy, you're a hammer, buddy. Raging Cajun, later Jimmy. Work from Tools. Did this guy hit 1,000 yet? Did this guy hit 1,000 yet?
Let me have a look, see if I can see it.
900. Listen, guys, we've got 2 weeks left, and we're trying to get Works from Tools to 1,000 subscribers. He is at 957. So if somebody can put a link for his channel up in here too to share it out. Works, you guys will enjoy Eric's channel. I have no doubt about it. You guys that watch my tool content will enjoy his channel. So please, well, actually, what am I doing? I'm right on his channel now. I can share his link right there. And then we need to do one for tool demos. There is work.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was going to say that YouTube's making it easier now that we've got the sort of like the @ symbol, so it's kind of easier to just put that in there.
Oh, on your live stream. I can do that on my live stream now, can I? So I will tag. Can I change that now? Can I change that on the live stream now and put @ tool demos in my live stream? Or you do it in the chat.
Cool. Trying to figure out. There we go. Trying to see what it looks like if I put @ tool demos.
Did it?
Oh yeah, it comes up. It highlights my name. I don't know if it's clickable.
Let's just. I'm gonna throw your channel in the chat. Just for shits and giggles. I know a lot of you guys want to just it makes it easier for you guys. So, you know. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, Turtle Poop got it. That's how it's done. Turtle Poop knows better than I do. I don't know how this thing works.
Turtle Poop. Yeah, I just want to get Eric to get him to 1,000. What is a jump dead tractor trailer? Oh, he sent me a picture of it. Looks like Cummins Tech sent me a picture of this. Oh wow, Stardoll. Stardoll, how much is it? Oh my God, $900? Yeah, you damn Skippy. It better. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, Cummins Tech.
How much that thing weigh?
Good question. See how much it does weigh. That thing's a hefty gem. 16 pounds. I guarantee it's a beast. So yeah, if you guys could make sure to check out Works for Tools and tool demos. Just letting you. Once again, no obligation for either or, but I'm sure you'll like both of their channels. I mean, Steve's does great stuff, so that's all there's to it. I'm not here to try to do grow streams for people, guys. I just like to share some people's channels that have helped me out in some way or form. So, and Eric actually was the very first person on my entire channel. A little backstory. So I owe Eric a huge debt of gratitude. He actually sent me. Where's that? Where is that?
That's a collection of hats you got back there.
It's out of control. It's out of control. Not gonna lie, that ain't even all of them. Some right here. Look at this. This was made by Eric.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
He was the first person to make me a CP the Tool Addict hat. He's the first person to custom make a CP the Tool Addict hat. Flex fit. His aunt was doing them for me, and we didn't get any sales, I don't think, but he made me a couple hats, and Eric was the first person that offered this up to me on my channel when I was really not small as in size, but my channel was very small. Back when I had a bunch more people that were there was a bunch of good people that were on my channel at the time. And then, of course, chaos struck, and it is what it is, you know. So, I just subscribed. Yeah, I got to share. I want to get. That's my Christmas present to Eric, is to help him get over 1,000. He's worked his
Yeah, that
ass
would
off.
be cool.
Yeah, he's worked his ass off. He deserves to be to 1,000. That's all there is to it. He deserves. He's been on YouTube for, I don't know how long Eric's been there, but I don't want to like sit here and like sound like I'm blowing the guy, but you know, just my honest deal here. So, anywho, that being said, we've had a great stream so far. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Well,
Yeah, you've been going on for an hour 20, it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, I started late. I haven't been feeling like doing 2-hour streams lately. I really have been enjoying the shorter streams. What do you think? You ready to wrap it up?
What they always say is keep the people wanting more.
Yeah. And I think we had a really good stream. There was a lot of good topics. We covered everybody. We got all the way to the end of the chat. Yes, Eric is an awesome dude. Tim Windsor, you are another awesome dude. I can literally count on both hands. Well, I don't know. I might need my toes, but the amount of people that come to this channel specifically that have been stuck beside me the whole time that I've been on YouTube, that have been true subscribers and good people. And the best part about it is a lot of people don't know I have a lot of good subscribers that don't even ever talk on here, and they only email me in confidentiality because they don't want to be known by people. And it's really truly I'm blessed. I really am. I'm not trying to be like and I have a lot of good friends here in my town. And so my internet friends are different kinds of friends, you know, like Steve is a good, I trust him as a good friend, and I love you people too. And I have lifelong friends I've had here in my hometown. And some of you people, I consider you as equal to my lifelong friends here in this town. And that's not something easy for me to do, because I'm not a very trusting person too. I've been screwed over by 5 to 6 people at least since I've been on YouTube, and they set me up. I realized what they were doing, and I'm glad that I paid attention, because that's all there is to it. But you guys have all been coming in here for a long time, and you're I missed somebody that was a channel member. Let me go back here real quick. I meant to give him a shout out. Chris Shaw was a channel member that snuck in there. Chris, appreciate you. We've gotten all the channel members, a lot of them in here tonight, and we've had a great stream. 2 hours, CP. We love you. 2 hours.
The CP Army is talking.
Yeah, I don't know why my throat gets tired anymore, guys. And I'll tell you, I'm getting wore out because I've been doing these workouts, and I'm tired, man. I'm Friday night, and not only that, bowl season started, and I'm glad USC got knocked out. That was the biggest, happiest moment of my life, was seeing USC get knocked out of the playoffs. Now they're playing Tulane. Iowa's got to play Kentucky again, and the bowl games. Some of the bowl games are absolutely trash. You guys don't know I'm a huge college football fan. I don't ever talk about it, but pretty excited to see 2 Big Ten teams go for the chance. We just got to overcome that giant in Georgia. Hopefully, Michigan can pull it off, since they already beat Ohio State. But it's going to be an interesting year in college football, I think. So, all Big Ten. There you go, Chef. That's right. We're hoping Ohio State. If Michigan can't get it done, hopefully Ohio. Hopefully we can have an all Big Ten national. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Granted, it would suck because a lot of people, but we've had to watch Alabama and the SEC playing all nationals. It's time for a Big Ten all national now. CP, I know you're talking about fake friends. I just want to dropped for no reason by somebody on YouTube that I thought was a good friend. Oh well, listen, it is a fickle place here. It is what, and Raging, you can't win them all. That's all I can say. Look at this guy. Holy shiitake mushroom. We got Midwest Tool in the house. James
in the house. I haven't seen James in a while.
No kidding. James has got himself a new shop. Now we're going to leave. Now we got to plug old James here, because James got himself, and I haven't been able to tell you, James, I am very thrilled with your new setup. Very excited, very happy and I'm very happy, excited to see what you do in 2023, buddy. And I know you have a lot going on right now, so congrats to you for doing what some of us have only dreamed about doing. And when I say dreamed, there's two guys right here.
That's right.
Looking to get that dream solved too. So, yeah, I really look forward to seeing what you got. A lot of potential there. I love your place. Always love your content, James. Looking forward to seeing what you got going on.
Yeah, I think 23 is going to be an awesome year, man.
I really hope so. And thank you, Destroyer. I really hope so. I'm trying to be more positive. I know I'm I shift off being a little negative at times, but I had a good subscriber, once again, who doesn't want to be known, send me a message the other day, and he said, you know what? And I passed this information on to Chef. Chef can verify it. It's easier to love than it is to hate. I have a little bit of hate in my heart that I'm trying to get rid of, and I don't need to hate anybody because I have a good thing going for me. And that hate will only bring me down to that level. When you hate on somebody, you're only going to come to that level of just being negative. And there's enough of that in the world. And I'm not trying to be the goody two shoes because I'm still a realist and I'm still a purist and all that. But at the end of the day, I need to learn to walk away from anybody with negativity and not say anything. My smart ass mouth gets me in trouble all the time. And it's just because I grew up being bullied, and I'm going to close this video out with a story and tell you guys what my life really is all about. And I got in a fight when I was in 3rd grade one time. And I had 5 bullies that were picking on my buddy John. So it was 2 white guys and 3 black guys that were picking on my buddy, and they were whipping him with licorice. And I don't like bullies, and I stick up for them. And I walked into the classroom, and I seen him doing this, and I said, Chaz, why are you hitting John? And it was Hans and Zach, Chaz, and I don't remember there were 2 guys' names. And so I said, stop hitting him. And they wouldn't, and then they came over and started hitting me. And I retaliated, and I picked up a desk, and I beat the shit out of all of them. I took a desk and just started swinging it at people. And you would think in that instance that I would not be in trouble. But the actual reality of it is this is much of how life works sometimes. I ended up, they called me into the school office, and they said, CP, we got your dad here, and we're going to expel you from school. You know what my dad said? He said, I don't want him. They said, make him pay for it. And they said, what do you mean? My dad got me wrapped up in community service with my school in 5th grade. So I ended up for the remainder of the season having to do community because I destroyed a desk, beat the crap out of some kids. And because I was the victor, I was still the loser. Nobody ever wins in a fight, which I learned that. Nobody ever wins in a fight, but it did solve a lot of problems. I became really good friends with a couple of those kids I got in a fight with, like really good friends, and still talk to them to this day. And we joke about that instance. And I said it was childish that you were whipping them with licorice, but they grew respect for me. But the second thing is that I learned that my temper got me in more trouble than it helped me because I broke the desk and they didn't care about the fact that I beat up kids or that those kids were picking on somebody else because it wasn't my place to stall that. I should have went and got the teacher. I mean, they had all sorts of answers of what I should have done instead of me taking matters into my own hand. But I ended up doing about 60 hours of community service in the school. That means I was wiping out the urinals that I was pissing in as a kid. In 5th grade, every day I stayed after school for 2 semesters and cleaned bathrooms to pay for my punishment of me whipping the shit out of 5 dudes. Or
60 hours is an eternity if you're in elementary school or, man, even at high school kids. That's a long time.
Yeah, 5 hours a week I had to do. So, and then I had to do some in the summer too. I actually had to come in and do full days. Actually, I think I did some Saturdays too, but I basically ended up with 60 hours more or less. Finally caught the live stream. Hello, Raging. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Hell yeah. Chop Cat. So just a little deal. I'm looking forward to 23 now. New life check. Absolutely, man. I don't hate that person. I just wish them the best. Absolutely. You know, that's all there is to it. Checkmate. I was just seeing I seen an email from you. Checkmate. I just was looking why an email popped up from you from clear back in the day. Chris. Is that your name, right? Checkmate. Let me look at this. I don't know why this came up. See, this is the kind of stuff that Chase. I'd seen we were talking clear back in the day. Look at this. An email from 2020, 5/9/2020. Chase was asking me about RBRT videos or RBRT bits. That popped up in my email for some reason. So yeah.
Yeah, RBRT, they started what, 2019, 2020, something like that.
Yeah. Shannon Dickerson. Yeah. You know what? I've got a ton of stories in my life. People find it unbelievable, the things that I've had to go through and endure in my life. And it's hard for me to tell those things because people like, you know, there's no way that happened to you. I grew up on a farm. I grew up in the city. I grew up in the ghetto. I've been to all these places. I moved 15 times in my entire life, guys. So I've been in all walks of life, you know, and I just have a lot of stories from being diverse in life. But I've met a lot of great people through my life, and a lot of great people have helped me out. And sometimes I need somebody to be there and just say, hey, CP, it's okay, big guy. The sun's getting really low, big fella. You know, because I do get tuned up. But I'm Norwegian. You guys don't know, I'm Norwegian. It's hard to rein that in. My grandpa, when he would get mad, Ole, damn it! You know, I trust me, man. That guy would scare me when he would raise his voice. But I remember when he would get mad, it was right now, just right now. So, that was just a quick story to tell you about my shortcomings of my battles in life. Basically, what that taught me. Oh, look at this, Chris Shepard. How's it going, buddy? We're just getting ready to shut her down here in a little bit. We've got a whole slew of new people pop in here, which was really good. Midwest Tools popped in here, and we were talking about his shop. I went into some crazy stories. Steve's sitting here going, what is going on? Your ADHD is out of control. Promoting channels, talking about kids of cancer research, you know, helping people out, everything we can do. This is me. This is how I am.
I was going to talk about your story and how now in your logo you've got that hammer. No wonder.
That's what it is. Well, it's Thor's hammer. Oh my God! Speaking of
Chaka,
tools are trash. If you use Ryobi, then you more likely rode the short bus as a young lad. Sorry, the truth. Oh my God! Chaka Gillis is a legend. He is a legend in the tool community. Without a doubt. Chaka Gillis, thank you. I appreciate the $5 holler. I'm Norwegian and Irish. I know about the temper. Hey, Shannon Dickerson, that you know. That's really something that is a challenge for me. Turtle Poop says, Ryobi to Chaka, you're getting better, buddy. Your comments, your comments are getting better. I think you've really stepped your game up nowadays. So I appreciate the $5 holler.
And really, he's spitting truth out here.
No, he is. Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? I was watching. You guys ever watch Colin Furnick? What's his name? Furnick, the British guy from overseas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he built a tunnel into his.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. But he used to use Ryobi, and now he's got a Milwaukee sponsor.
Uh-huh.
I think it's kind of funny. He finally stepped up his deal here, but. You know, it's no different. You know what's funny to me is watching guys talk about junk tools made overseas when they use Milwaukee. That's another one that's funny to me.
The Chinese tool company.
Yeah, I will be the first one to be honest with you. I look at some of my videos and I see the hypocrisy, and I'm not going to deny it. Okay, But at least I can actually look at that and say, okay, there's some times where I had some hypocrisy going on there. Okay, like maybe I've changed my mind. But to listen to a guy talk about how cheap tools made overseas while he's holding the Milwaukee tool, or that absolutely makes me giggle inside a ton. Colin Furs, yes, awesome guy, Sean Cat. What an awesome bloke. I'm Swedish. I understand about Scandinavian temper. Shaka Gillis, speaking the truth, my dad had Ryobi out in his garage. Guess, Jesus, I think it was just a joke. It was nothing to take personal. We know your dad didn't ride the short bus, Chef. So people, it's just a joke. Busy working on.
I've got Ryobi in the garage too.
Yeah, Colin Furs used Ryobi. So is that guy riding the short bus? I mean, everybody can change. You can make a change. So it doesn't matter. Nothing personal, guys. We're just having fun here. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Chef. I appreciate that. It's just I don't want to. Tools, like I said in the title, tools fix things, not people. Remember that. They're just tools. They're just tools. So don't let the tool thing get to you, because they're just tools. At the end of the day, it's just tool. And I will tell you, if Nick's still in here, the JD Tico Easy Red flashlight is still going strong. One of my favorite everydays. Not gonna lie to you. I love this. The only thing I don't like is the fact that I got to click through it and go to that stupid mode. So, yeah, tools fix things, but they don't fix stupid. That's absolutely. That's exactly what we're doing. And 7,200 new subscribers this year, which has definitely been, this is my biggest year yet, guys.
That's huge. What'd you do? Double the size of your channel?
Yeah, doubled it. Almost tripled. Almost tripled. I had 3,000 last year in January. So, and I'm almost to 50. Well, I might be to 15,000 by the end of the year.
That happens super quick, man.
I got 143 subscribers last week. So it just comes in spurts, like waves. Like all of a sudden, everybody wants to be on board. So there's a Ryobi table saw behind me. Right on. Bought some new Duralast sockets tonight. The 10 millimeter Essential set seems legit. Probably better than the Harbor Freight one. I can imagine that. Nice Midwest. I was out in the garage, and I think his Ryobi drill is like 25 years old. Holy shit! I didn't even know they had Ryobi drills that old. I like Duralast tools. Well, by God. Well, anyways, guys, I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Once again, let's get ready to close this out. Check out Eric Worked From Tools. Link somewhere in the chat now. Check out tool demos. Check out all your fellow subscribers in the chat too. Some of these guys have channels. Raging Cajun, Chef Shade Tree, all these guys. We're all working towards the tool here. Midwest Tool. Check these guys out in the chat. Everybody's got great content. Everybody's a good person that's in the chat. If they weren't a good person, they wouldn't be here. That's all.
We're keeping it in the family here. It's one big family, tool family.
Yeah. Well, we're not a community. We're a family. Okay. If you're in the community, a community is a bunch of people. It's different. A family is really tight knit, and that's what I'm trying to get here: is tight knit people. Amazing CP tool. I just hit 730 tonight. Oh, you're just under 1,000 still too, Shop Cat? What? Yeah, they seem to hold up. I have a set of Duralast swivel sockets. Wow, we got everybody fired up on Duralast. I got the Flex Duralast ratchet. Jesus, I didn't know so many people like Duralast. There's a whole new deal here. I'm going to run them on the impact gun and see if I can break them down. There you go. Midwest. Should drop a StreamYard link in the chat next time. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Chaka. Well, I got to watch it dropping a link
in the chat.
That'll just lead to a bunch of trolls coming in. I mean, you guys, a lot of you guys know by now that the trolls watch me every day. They're just relentless. They're always looking to hang on every word I said so they can try to make some content by, which was fine. I'm okay with it. Like I said, I don't care. But definitely, Chaka. Hey, if you want to come on, Chaka, I would definitely like to drop a link. Maybe we'll do that for a short bit. Maybe I can drop a link and then take it back out. So
See what happens.
yeah. Damn, Shopcat, you're going places, bro. Hell yeah. It's growing pretty nicely, Chef Trade Chi. I'm stoked. That's awesome. We need to get you up to 1,000 too, buddy. Can we get a virtual applause for CPHU? And let's get him 15K. I wish before December 34th. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it won't. I don't want to say anything because I feel like I jinxed myself. I remember one year when I said I wanted to get to 3,000, and I literally I just deadlocked. Which the numbers don't mean as much anymore, guys. I will tell you, I appreciate the views. I don't really care about the subscriber count. It's a stupid thing, is really all it is. Because with the new shorts thing going on now, and the way YouTube's changing, and I think Dudes with Wrenches is almost to 100,000 now. So it is what it is. But just hit that like button. We're not going to grow anymore.
Smash the like.
Yeah, I appreciate it, James. I appreciate you guys all checking out everybody and hanging out and doing everything and building a good group of fellas. That's all that matters to me. I like conversating about tools, guys. I like keeping it straight on topic with tools. No BS. I don't like talking about politics that much, even though I get involved in them sometimes. I get off topic once in a while. But anyways, guys, that's the show. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.
Merry Christmas.